Welcome back to Mr. J Toy Reviews. I could have pronounced that a little better. And today we are checking out Wave 2 of the Power Rangers Beast Morphers 5-inch or 6-inch, figures. And today we're starting with Roxy, Blaze's partner in crime. As you can see, she has a lot of detail, mostly sort of a goldish yellow, a bit of silver, and black as her costume color configuration. She has a cape in the back, and hopefully I can get the light to show properly. It's kind of dark in here. She's also got a pair of, I want to say, pseudo blade blasters, because they look like blasters, but they also look like blades. Now, unfortunately, the blades themselves, the blasters themselves, are a little fragile. They're sort of bendy plastic, so you want to be careful when you arm this character. You don't want to force it, because it might break. Well, the blasters, not the figure. The figure is fairly sturdy. Overall, semi-decent toy. And next, we have Cruz, the Red Ranger's faithful robot companion, in his motorbike mode. And this one is special because it can transform. It's actually a pretty simple process. First, you take off this piece, the exhaust port / weapon. Then you flip these parts forward, exposing the side wheel and kickstand. You flip the legs down, split them, and then flip the head back and turn the wheel so it's flush, although you should probably turn the wheel first and then flip it back. And then, for added weapon capability, put the exhaust port on his wrist. And there we go. Once again, this figure is very detailed, but unfortunately, like the rest of the figures, his lower limbs could be a little tighter joint-wise, so getting them all to stand up and not get knocked over might be a bit of a chore. But overall, the detail and color configuration and playability is pretty decent. In fact, I think the Red Ranger figure can actually ride him. I haven't tested that, but I will post pictures on Facebook if it works. Okay, moving on. We have Smash, the lovable big galoot who works for the this is where my tongue stops working. Works with the Blue Ranger. Now, his fists are in fact push missiles, just like the exhaust port weapon of Cruz. And just like Cruz, the animal head is on the back. So, yeah. These technically are supposed to plug into the, or these characters are supposed to plug into the Zords and make them work. But for toy-wise, you go with what you got, basically. He's pretty posable. He's actually the sturdiest and heaviest of all the figures. So, yeah. Moving on, we have Jax, or as I like to call him, Discount R2-D2. Now, normally his ears are pointed up because he's basically a bunny. And there's a bunny on the back. But in the configuration I have him, he's got these accessories. I don't know if they're going to be in show, but for show purpose, for this particular show purpose, I decided to add them. Those carrots are, I think, supposed to be some sort of rockets or missiles or something, and he's supposed to, I guess, have a helicopter head. And honestly, it spins very well. Overall, it doesn't do much, but display-wise, it looks decent. And now comes the fun part: Ranger keys and villain keys, which you'll see in part 2 of this vid, so stay tuned.